Well guys, today is a great day. Today is the final build update. So our build is finally complete. I did everything. Not only I did everything that is needed to be done, I have succeeded without any lucky drops. I am top 1 on Polynesia. So just for illustration purposes, I have swapped to Shock Nova Procession. I am top 1 on damage. But the thing is, in Path of Exile, it's not that difficult to ramp your damage. What is expensive is to ramp your health, so your survivability. And you can see these builds, they sacrifice all their health pool. So these are basically glass cannons. These builds cannot do juice to counter, they will just die. These are more of a Polynesia kind of stuff. So we don't have stat padding for Polynesia. This is just some kind of a raw damage number, 666. And these builds are all a lot weaker, so these are just pathetic. And you can see their level. So if you remember, I hit level 100 on the first week. I hit level 100, I was like 20 divine budget. These people cannot hit level 100 having like mirror, 2 mirror, 3 mirrors worth. So whenever they are bad players, whenever they just are emptied currency to like make this kind of build, whenever they just don't have a clue how the build works. So one thing I noticed, I will show you my. So we have everything here. Let me get the screenshot. Okay. So a lot of people are following my build, but unfortunately not everyone who is following my build is is a decent person. So there are a lot of like fools, buffoons, idiots, and one of these idiots was right here. He was talking shit to me, and he was basically telling me like something. Yeah, so I have his account, and I'll just show you like how brainless people, they basically they RMT or they get currency randomly, and the thing is they don't understand what they are doing. So on Discord he said that build is done because you lose Righteous Fire in 2 seconds. So I never lose Righteous Fire. This doesn't happen. The thing is, he is retarded, obviously, so it's an idiot. So when he came in our Discord, like a lot of people just DM'd me like ban this guy, he's too stupid. But I'm like I have passions, okay, so I do meditation, I have passions. I let people stay even if they are like not very smart, not very intelligent. Think here, look, here was bragging around about his like 510 Gazillion Mirrors belt. This belt is useless because so first, area of effect doesn't do anything for Arc of Oscillating, it's a useless stat, and elemental resistance you don't really need if you are doing the build right. So look here, he copied my build, he took a little pride, and he got the Tempered by War, and his resistance was not capped even before that. So his resistance is at 30%. Even the person who is like playing Path of Exile for the first time, when he gets on mapping, he does know that you should at least have cap your resistances. Like 75 resistance is the baseline to even go mapping, or you get one shot. So that's the baseline. Second thing is, yeah, so this is a glass cannon. So this is 60k health pool, no block at all. Yeah, so it's just horrible. And then he has no life sustain at all, so he doesn't sustain his life. So there are many problems like that in the build, and basically people just copy blindly and they don't understand what they are doing, and they don't have any kind of. So I gave him feedback, which was actually valuable, which I'm doing right now again. He didn't have the brain cells, the ability to go over his ego to just listen to feedback and make the corrections. Okay guys, so the final build. So first thing first, this is Shock Nova. I'm just doing this for the data, but really I'm playing Arc of Oscillating, so I don't play Shock Nova, and we just need to swap these two jewels. So it's very easy to roll sockets. You just do like, yeah, that's it. I don't think I made the final pop for the Arc of Oscillating, but I'll make it with the video, and I will post it with the video. So it's about 2 billion DPS. Arc of Oscillating is doing, like you see here, it's doing chain 12 times. 12 times. So it has initial hit and then has 12 chains. So it has 13 hits. 30, not 1. When you load your Arc of Oscillating into the path of building, it shows only 1 hit. So when you have 2 monsters, 2 bosses standing like in the screen, they don't take your 1 damage. They take 4x damage. 4x. So for path of building, I say the 4x. This is the most optimal scenario. So usually you'll do between 1 and 4x damage. If you go on double bosses, so someone wrote that Arc cannot chain between 2 bosses. This is completely wrong information. They don't understand how the skill works. They never played it or they don't have any experience. So maybe they're talking about regular Arc. Arc of Oscillating can bounce between 2 targets. And that's what happens when you go for Uber Cortex. It basically the damage is incredibly high. It's 2 billion DPS. And the same thing, why Arc is so comfortable, when you have a lot of damage, it clears the entire screen. So there is this slight delay, like 1 second, when you get like first chains going, and then like entire screen evaporates, even off screen gets killed. So I like the skill very much, and I didn't show the cast speed, but Shock Nova had 0.002, so it was like here we have 6, and Shock Nova is 3 times faster. So you want to use the skill which is a bit slower because you still are draining your HP when you do this. I already said it before, we have life sustained with Blood Drinker, so we sustain life on juice maps very easily. And so one of the major changes I did to the build from all the last updates is that we are going block. So what does block do? It's very easy, really. I had 65 in previous version, now I have 75, 70, 76, 74. So what does block do? Imagine you have 65% chance block and you go on a boss which one-shots. So basically you have 2 out of 3 chance to take 0 damage. 0 damage. And it just feels very good. You can just AFK on bosses like, and you don't even the attacks which normally one-shot, even our build which is very like, has a huge max hit, there are still attacks which can one-shot. For example, the new boss with the belt, like that slam one-shots, and it doesn't, you take 0 damage for this block and you just don't feel it. So you will rarely die. And if you have 75%, you will basically take no damage 3 out of 4 times. So block is worth investing, and because we have the ring which has strength, I was able to, all of my strength nodes are going to block, except for those which are going to fire resist. So our block is mainly capped through our tree. I see I have a lot of block nodes. You can get this status from trade for like 2 divines each, or you can just send ships to, I don't remember, Ngamahu or something. You won't get the tattoos. Usually get like 1 tattoo per ship. Yeah, and I did something, I have recrafted recently, so if someone requests, I can upload the video how I craft these gloves. It took me like 10 minutes to craft these gloves, 12 minutes. 60 dexterity, so I needed exactly this plus 2 dexterity from the previous gloves. So I could abandon this node. I passed here, and I took 2% more chance to block here. And we also get this juicy 4 plus 4 plus 4 and plus 5. Okay, so, and the thing is, we have a red dream, and this kind of resistance also gives a bit for the red dream. So this is like 2% max life, 1% max life, and so on. Yeah, there are not many changes to the tree otherwise. As I said before, for the final build, you want the ring with life reservation efficiency. You want the sublime, and this is getting you incredibly tanky. Immortal Call with more duration is quite good. So when you take damage, we have cast when damage taken, your Immortal Call will activate and you're going to become even more tanky. So with this build, it's very difficult to die. It's almost immortal, so it's can AFK, no looters bosses for sure. So the content I have been doing lately was very easy, very comfortable for me. It was 80% delirium juice breach. So it lacks like 5 FPS and has like entire screen filled with monsters, so they are like difficult. So I run difficult modes like crit, I run chaos damage. Let me show you my Pantheon. So I have the Pantheon, which makes me critical strike immune. It takes no extra damage from critical strike. I've taken critical strike recently. So this node actually includes block. So if you have blocked the hit and it was a critical strike, you will get, basically I take no damage from critical strikes. That's nice to have. So you cannot get one shot, and we have petrified blood and so on and so forth. So for curse we have assassin mark. You won't really need it if you also will have massive. So yeah, I didn't mention I changed my belt. So echoing, it's a bit higher DPS, and we don't really need acceleration because we don't run spark, as someone said in the comments. So it took me some time to farm. It's an expensive belt. I believe it's 360 device, so it's an expensive belt. It took me like 3 days to farm it or something. Yeah, so this belt costs 360 device, but it's affordable. You can farm it and you can buy it, and there are like 100 belts. If you want to buy echoing and massive, that's like 7 mirrors, 8 mirrors. The mirror grows in price every day. So if you farm like 30 device per hour, for example, and you play like 100 hours, you're not going to make it. Okay, so you need to farm like 500, 600 hours, and it's not realistic. This league was quite bad for me, so this is my pilfering ring, as you see. Apart from pilfering ring, I also rolled, I played breach, right? So I rolled the 3. I rolled the 3 like for full juice, for 100k juice. I rolled it for like 5 million blood. I got nothing. So the most expensive drop was like 50 divines, was some jewel. I got it once, and that's it. Alright, so I got no mage blood, no headhunter, no mirror. My friends got it with much less blood. I got nothing, I don't know why. I also got no mirror, so I was overdue for a mirror, of course. There's 40 secrets and 1000 divines drop. So divines drop quite a lot, but I had no Hinicore lock, I had no mirror drop. Previous league, which was a lot worse on loot. Ground loot was a lot worse previous league, but I got 4 Hinicore locks, I got 2 mirrors, and I made an armor stack. Yeah, so overall this build is one of the strongest I ever played. It's very comfortable to play, I will say. So yeah, so it has the tankiness, it has the damage, it's very fast. I did ghosted, 100% delirium, ghosted, feared. It was easy, so I didn't even die, and yeah, it was really easy. And I did it like before the latest upgrade, so I'm even stronger now. I did it before I got echoing. I did an acceleration belt, so I had like 30-40% less DPS. I had less survivability, and I did it quite easy. So you can farm value with this build for sure. You cannot do the less damage per equipment item because we have 11 items. So you would have to remove 2 items, and that's not really viable. You'll break your build. Okay, so but you can do basically any. You can do basically any Waldo map with this build. It's incredibly strong. I already showed everything in previous videos. Yeah. So what else? And for Frostblink, so there are multiple options. You can get faster casting, you can get spell echo, you also can get power charging critical. Apparently this costs 20 divines. Yeah. So I think that's where we end our journey, because honestly I don't have any field upgrades. One thing I could upgrade is this jewels. I could try to get double corruption. There are very few things where you can. There are very few double corruption which are useful. So of course you can have corrupted blood, which I already have here. The thing is you can get less effective curses. If you get less effective curse, you'll become curse immune, because our consecrated ground, which are constantly on, is already giving us like 60% less effective curses. So if you get 1-2 corruption for less curses, you'll become curse immune completely, and that's quite nice. You also can get some reservation efficiency, and this will increase your HP a little bit. Yeah, but otherwise, that's it, guys. So that's the final build. Also, you could drop Arcane Heroic, so you would lose 6% DPS. I don't like losing DPS a lot, because the more DPS you have, the more comfortable it is. Even like 80% Delirium is very easy, because we have a lot of DPS. If you have less DPS, you have to lower your Delirium value.